A $14 million sale in Mount Pleasant's Old Village. A $21.5 million sale downtown Charleston on the Battery. And a $28 million listing that could reset the entire market. Today, I'm gonna break down the 5 most expensive sales recently here in Charleston, including one home that gained $8.7 million in just 12 months. After helping 5,000 families with their Charleston home purchase and selling $3 billion in Charleston real estate, I'm gonna tell you what is causing these incredible price jumps and what it means for the market as a whole. First up, we are in historic Old Village, Mount Pleasant. Let's get in the car, we'll take a look at the 5th most expensive sale. All right, so we are downtown Pitt Street of Old Village, right at the shopping district, and we don't have to go far to find the 5th most expensive sale here in Charleston and the 2nd most expensive sale in the history of Mount Pleasant. Just down Pitt Street, we're gonna come up to a street called Bank, and Pitt Street along our right here, Matt, if you turn the camera, we can see the water. Along the right of Pitt Street, we are right on the Charleston Harbor, and you can see the water here at the end of the street. The original post office for Mount Pleasant is right there. This is a dog park here right in the neighborhood. Next to it is the original police station for the town of Mount Pleasant, which they picked up off of the lot and moved there. This is Bank Street, and Bank Street dead ends into the Charleston Harbor. And we're going to 202 Bank, which is one of the most expensive sales in the history of Charleston. It's right here on the right with the red roof. I'm standing outside of 202 Bank Street in Old Village. This home was listed for $13.5 million, but the demand to live waterfront in this particular neighborhood was so great that the home ended up selling $500,000 more than asking price. This home sold for $14 million just in August of 2025. This house was originally built in 2008 by Daly and Sawyer. Then it was completely transformed in 2018 by Sea Island Builders. So you've got solid construction from the start, plus a full high-end renovation only 7 years ago. Now look at the size of the house. It has more than 6,700 square feet. It comes in with 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. But here's why this thing is $14 million. It is true waterfront on Charleston's harbor with wide open views toward downtown Charleston. You've got Fort Sumter and Sullivan's Island as your backdrop. From the back of the house, there's a beautiful trail that leads straight to the water. It's perfect for boat owners that want easy and peaceful walk down their dock from their house. But before you even get to the dock, the whole backyard is set up to enjoy that view. You've got a pool surrounded by big trees for natural shade. Then there's outdoor living area with dining and comfortable seating. It's the space where you can sit and watch the boats go by, watch the birds and the ocean. Inside, the view becomes part of every single room. It's your backdrop. You see this beautiful kitchen that overlooks the water. I mean, imagine cooking with that view. The whole color palette is white with the walls and light furniture. This keeps everything bright and airy. It gives the house a calm, refreshing feel, like a place where you can just be active, but still completely at peace. There's a home gym and a massive bonus room upstairs with space for game tables and bookshelves and desks. And the bathrooms are just impressive. Spacious, full of luxury details, and those large windows make them so bright. The bedrooms are oversized. Each one of them comes with a huge window and a window nook where you can sit and enjoy the water views. And that's how every room in this house is designed. It's designed to connect you to what is outside. And that's not all. The location of this house makes it really special. It's in Old Village, one of the most beloved neighborhoods in the entire Charleston area. Quiet streets, historic homes, everything is walkable, and it's just minutes from downtown. Homes in this neighborhood usually run from about $1.5 million and up. Here's the proof that your home isn't just about the house itself. It's the streets you live on, the neighbors you bump into, the places you can walk to. All of that is what makes this place truly special. And if you think that's impressive, wait until we head over to the Isle of Palms. The next home shows what happens when you take that same level of luxury and put it right on the ocean. Quick note before we go further. If you're looking at the Charleston luxury market, whether it's a historic home on the Battery or a waterfront estate, I help buyers on this level every single day. I can show you what's really out there, what's actually worth the money and what's not. Get in touch at sales@mattoneilteam.com or our phone number in the description below. Okay, next up, the number 2 most expensive sale in Charleston is 854th Ave on the Isle of Palms. This place just sold in April 2025 for $14.2 million. It was built in 2024, so everything is modern, everything's fresh, everything is brand new. And honestly, it shows how fast Charleston luxury has moved beyond the historic peninsula. This home is about 6,200 square feet with 6 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms across 3 different floors. And yes, there's an elevator. From the outside, the home has a classic coastal look, but the moment you walk in, it opens up to this bright, modern space. White walls, clean lines, and black details, and a huge ocean view right in front of you. That's what makes this house worth the money. You're literally just a few steps from putting your toes in the sand. There's also an infinity pool with a beautiful design that looks straight out onto the ocean. The main living area blends straight into the outdoor lounge before you even get to the pool. There's also an entire glass wall that slides open, so the indoor dining area connects directly to the outdoors. The kitchen is huge. It's open and bright. It has marble island that is very practical for every single day. They even added a hidden prep kitchen with its own stove and storage. And on the other side, there's a bar for wine and cocktails. You're surrounded by windows and glass doors everywhere you go in this house. There's an outdoor grilling station, a fireplace on the patio, and some bedrooms that have their own private balcony behind big glass doors, with lounge chairs to soak in the views privately. The primary suite feels like a spa. Big soaking tub, massive walk-in closet. Upstairs, you've got space for a gym, for game tables, for a work studio, whatever you want. And the ocean is your backdrop the whole way. They didn't skimp on anything. This house has high impact rated windows and doors. They add French white oak floors, radiant heat, and a 48-inch Wolf stove. They also included a central vacuum system and a lightning protection system. When you live on the ocean, lightning protection is a must for a house of this value. The views of this home are just amazing. You can see from Isle of Palms all the way to Morris Island. It's just an endless Charleston coastline. But just wait, because I'm going to show you a historic battery home with a huge price jump that will make you think this oceanfront sale almost looks modest. So stick around for that. If you've never been to the Isle of Palms, it's one of Charleston's most beloved beach towns. It's more family friendly than some of the other beach towns, and it's easier to get to than, say, Kiowa. It has plenty of restaurants and shops. It's got a laid-back beach town energy, plus Wild Dunes is right next door. But here's the bigger message of the sale. Charleston's luxury buyers aren't just paying top dollar for historic homes anymore. $14 million for a brand new oceanfront home tells you exactly where the Charleston market is headed. And if you want the Charleston waterfront lifestyle without an upkeep of a 200-year-old house, this is what people at the top end are buying right now. Now, the next property on our list of Charleston's most expensive homes is downtown, and the price story is going to absolutely blow your mind. I'm talking about 18 Murray Boulevard, which sold at $15.2 million. Picture buying a home and then watching it gain $8.7 million in value in 1 year. That's what happened with 18 Murray. It was sold in April of 2025 for $15.2 million. That's impressive on its own, but here's what makes it absolutely remarkable. The previous owner bought this exact same property for $6.5 million April of 2024. That means the house got a 133% increase in price in just 12 months. We don't have all the details on what happened during the year, but clearly there was a major upgrade done to get that $8.7 million worth of gain in that year. This house sits on Murray Boulevard. It's one of the most photographed waterfront streets on the Battery, and it's where you find some of Charleston's most elegant homes. This is a stunning waterfront estate built in 1991 with over 8,100 square feet. It blends a low-country style with modern luxury. From the street, you see traditional pink home with double-stacked porches, white columns, and arched windows. Pure Charleston charm. But step inside, and it's a completely different story. It has 5 generously sized bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, and direct access to harbor views. The interior is bright, modern, and sophisticated. The kitchen is massive. It has 2 islands wrapped in white marble. There's a glass front cabinetry that goes all the way to the ceiling and gold details all around. There's a double stove. The fridge was built into the wall with custom white and gold panels so that it doesn't even stand out. And on the inside, you're going to see arched windows that bring in natural light and beautiful views while you're cooking. The main living spaces have high ceilings with wide plank oak floors. You find an elegant fireplace here. The whole color palette is soft whites and grays and touches of gold. So the home feels clean and airy, but still warm. The primary bathroom looks like a spa. You've got marble all around. There's a soaking tub by the windows and a huge walk-in shower. There are 2 floating white vanities, and the soft light makes the whole space feel peaceful. There's even a second bathroom with similar touches. Everything in this home is high-end. But what makes this home really special? Again, it's the view. That view is unreal. From the upper porches, you're looking right over the Charleston Harbor. You can see church steeples, the Ravenel Bridge, boats moving through the water. It's the kind of view that reminds you of why Charleston waterfront homes are in a league all of their own. And speaking of that, don't go anywhere because one of the final properties is what agents are already calling the sale that will redefine the Charleston market for the next decade. So stay with me. Before we get to that one, here's what this sale tells me about the Battery right now. Demand for luxury in Charleston is exploding. The ultra-wealthy buyers are looking for waterfront location and harbor views, but they don't want to deal with maintenance sometimes for 200-year-old historic homes. Sales number 5, 4, and 3 that we've discovered so far of the top 5 sales in recent history here in Charleston have shown us that buyers are spending big money on newer construction. The one on Isle of Palms was just built last year. The one in Mount Pleasant was just renovated in 2018, and this home is not that old either. So what does this tell us about the historic homes? Well, we're about to get to those ones next. If you're looking at Mount Pleasant or Daniel Island, you could get a nice newer home in that $1 to $2 million range. And high-end homes are going to be around $8 million for the best houses that are out there. But now we're going to move back to the Battery, and the next home is a historic masterpiece, and it's sold for nearly triple what it cost just 9 years ago. Sale number 4 of the top 5 sales in Charleston over the past year is 5 East Battery Street, downtown Charleston. Now, this is one of the biggest sales that Charleston has ever seen. This is the John Ravenel house, and it sold in February of 2025 for $18.25 million. But there were also a separate $3 million sale for furniture and fixtures, so in total, this place went for $21.25 million. Depending on how you look at it, it may have been Charleston's first $20 million home sale. And this just isn't another house on the Battery. It was built in 1848 and then rebuilt after the huge 1886 earthquake that damaged many parts of Charleston. It sits in South of Broad with clear views of the harbor and Fort Sumter. The home is a whopping 9,400 square feet with 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, the largest home we've explored so far. The home was built by John Ravenel, a key figure in South Carolina's early railroads. His son designed the Confederate craft Little David, and his wife wrote one of Charleston's most important history books. All of that history makes this home even more iconic. Now let me show you what some of the home is actually like. From the outside, it looks like a classic Charleston home. Soft pink paint, white columns, double porches with detailed railings. Inside, the house is full of color and personality, which I love. The entryway has a sweeping staircase with a coral runner and walls covered in art. The formal rooms are gorgeous. The dining room has hand-painted wallpaper. The library is a deep teal with custom shelves. Other rooms have rich blues, greens, and corals that make each space feel warm and unique. The kitchen is designed for hosting. It has a big butler pantry with tons of storage and a cozy breakfast area with pale green lights and vintage brick. There's also a bright sunroom with checkered floorboards and French doors that open to the garden. The home theater is a real showpiece. Taupe velvet walls, curved seating, colorful pillows. It feels like you're in your own private movie cinema. The bedrooms have a really warm feel, wood beams and custom curtains. The bathrooms have classic tile and polished touches. Outside, the backyard feels like a private retreat. There are several covered porches that look out over Charleston Harbor, and there's a rectangular pool with neat hedges for privacy. The big second floor porch has a stunning view. You can peacefully sit and watch the boats moving across the harbor. It's perfect for relaxing or for having people over. And I know you may be thinking this is as high as Charleston goes, but wait until we get to the home that's on the market right now that could break every record we've ever seen. For now, here's the part that really matters. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, bought this home for $6.5 million in 2016. He spent years restoring it. And the results of that renovation were so impressive, it won an award from the Preservation Society of Charleston in 2021. The gardens were custom designed by Perry Dio, who is known for working on the White House Rose Garden. Then he sold the home right after becoming Treasury Secretary. That is an $11.75 million increase in 9 years, a 180% return. It's about 12% growth every single year without including the money he spent to fix it up. And that 12% yearly growth in value shows exactly why homes on the Battery are some of the safest and strongest luxury investments in Charleston. There's just super demand to live in that spot. But this record only lasted 7 months because the next property shattered every Charleston record and became the first home in our metro to cross $20 million without the furniture. The fifth most expensive sale this past year sold for $21.575 million. It's 51 East Bay Street, and it just closed in October of 2025. It smashed every record we've ever seen and become the first property in our entire metro to cross the $20 million mark without furniture. This wasn't just a luxury sale, it shifted how people saw Charleston real estate and what it's capable of. So let's talk about what makes this home command that kind of a number. The Casper Christian house sits right on the Battery. It's been standing there for 225 years. The estate spans more than 15,700 square feet across 4 different buildings. There's the main house, of course, but also a former stable turned into a guest house, a second guest house, and an indoor pool. It's basically a compound downtown Charleston, and the architecture is unreal. 3.5 stories of solid brick, detailed plasterwork throughout. It's got an iconic elliptical staircase people photograph non-stop. Tiered piazzas looking straight out at the Charleston Harbor. This home has everything that makes Charleston special. Inside, the rooms feel grand and warm. Tall ceilings, original mantels, wide hallways, and huge windows that pull in the harbor light. The formal rooms are elegant and traditional. They have historic moldings, hardwood floors, and all the dramatic chandeliers that you would want. All of the interior feels thoughtfully restored. Also, outside, the gardens are amazing. They were designed by Sheila Wertimer of Wertimer & Klein, one of the most respected landscape designers in the South. And the history of this home runs deep. The home was built around 1800 by a German merchant named Casper Christian Schutt. In the 1800s, the Lowndes family owned it for 50 years and expanded the gardens that are still there today. Then, in the late 1990s, this home was purchased by Wayland H. Caddo Jr., a businessman and philanthropist. He bought the home for about $950,000. Less than $1 million back then. But here's the key. Caddo didn't treat this house like an investment flip. He saved it from being chopped into condos. He spent years restoring it with some of Charleston's best restoration experts. So the craftsmanship is a museum-level quality. And this detail always blows people away. The matching chandeliers in the drawing room and the dining room came from the set of Gone with the Wind. You can't make this up. The sale itself happened off-market. The Caddo family was preparing to list it after Wayland Caddo passed in 2023, and a young local family bought it and will use it as their full-time home. And that really matters. This isn't a vacation house or an investment trophy. It is a local Charleston family putting down roots. And it tells you everything you need to know about the wealth settling into the Charleston city right now. But don't think this is the peak. There's a home on the market right now that could easily top this one. It's stunning, and even though it hasn't closed yet, it's one of the most talked about listings in Charleston. Everyone is waiting to see who's going to grab it. Our current most expensive listing sits at $28 million. This listing could completely rewrite Charleston's luxury ceiling. It's located at 25 East Battery Street, and it's almost $10 million more than the John Ravenel house we just covered. This is the historic Drayton House. It's a Victorian masterpiece, and it was built around 1885. It sits on one of Charleston's most exclusive waterfront addresses. It's a classic Charleston facade on High Battery. You walk up to this beautiful courtyard with smooth stone pavers and a fountain right in the middle. As you go in, you find an astounding staircase. And then look at those custom geometric floors and that massive crystal chandelier. It's just breathtaking. Now here's what makes this property absolutely wild. The main kitchen is all about luxury. It has details in gold in the ceilings and dual marble islands under crystal chandeliers. But that's just one of the many kitchens and bar areas in this house. There's a kitchen you'd expect to find in an actual high-end restaurant. You get a pantry with a full bar, a relaxed entertaining kitchen, and even a wine room. That's the kind of layout you only find at this price point. The living spaces shift completely from room to room. Gold chandeliers, velvet drapes, soft grays with harbor views, and exposed beams and giant red speakers for an entertaining area. It also has a lot of dining areas. The most impressive dining area has a huge mahogany dining table where 12 people can comfortably sit. There's also a curved breakfast banquet overlooking the gardens. This kind of setup turns dinner into an experience, not just a meal. Then you move to the primary suite. It's more of like a luxury resort than a bedroom. It has a closet with marble walls. There's stunning circular dressing room with a spiral chandelier right in the middle. And look at the spa for the bathroom with glowing onyx countertops and gold on everything. There's even a sauna on full wood. How cool is that? Every bathroom has a bold personality. Blue palm leaf wallpaper, dramatic black marble, all with crystal knobs and gold touches. Just like with our top 5 closed sales, the location is what justifies the $28 million asking price. You're directly across from the Charleston Harbor. You get unobstructed views of the sailboats, of Fort Sumter, and the historic skyline. So this sells anywhere near asking. It's going to reset Charleston's history and our luxury real estate market. Charleston is breaking sales records left and right. Yes, there is real scarcity here, but at the same time, more wealthy buyers are showing up every day wanting luxury right in this city. And when the top of the market keeps setting new heights, everything below begins to be pulled up as well. It isn't a bubble. Charleston is being revalued, and that shift is only picking up speed, and we saw it all happen in 2025. If you want to talk about what's actually available in your price range right now, just shoot me an email at sales@mattoneilteam.com or call us at 843-619-0401. Tell me your timeline, your budget, what neighborhoods you're considering. And before you make any decisions, make sure you watch this video where I show you everything you need to know about moving to Charleston in 2026. This is the stuff nobody tells you until you've already fallen in love with the house. I've linked it right here. Hey, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video.